Well, now international sports special, and with it last week's Sunday Mirror World Speedway final. And in this golden jubilee year of the sport, the cream of the world's riders clashed at Wembley Stadium for the individual title. The first prize being of £2,000, but that's really quite incidental, because the winner of the crowd could really expect to reap rewards of nearer £100,000 for endorsements and sponsorship. Now, the Wembley track is well known by the riders as a gating track, and that track favours the fast starters, so some tremendous action on the first bend. Among the many fancied riders out to clinch the title were Ivan Major, the reigning world champion, already the holder of 5 world titles, seeking a record-breaking 6th victory. Ole Olsen, the dashing Dane, world champion in 1971 and 75, the last time the final was staged at Wembley. Michael Lee, still only 19, but British champion for the past 2 years and 4th in last year's world final. Malcolm Simmons, England's team captain, 2nd in the 1976 world final and aiming to go one better. Dave Jessup, a former Wembley Lion rider, a very fast gaiter and considered to be one of the danger men. Gordon Kennett, his first world final, but already he has a reputation as an aggressive, bustling kind of rider. Let's join the action now at the start of Heat 3 with Scott Autry of America and Michael Lee of Great Britain having won the first 2 heats. Commentary now from Dave Lanning and Barry Briggs.
Heat number 3 and diminutive Dave Jessup in the yellow and black helmet colour. England's hope in this particular race is in a continental cocktail here, meeting 3 of the Europeans. Dave Jessup, who of course missed the official practice to go and play golf. His handicap is 14, and obviously he'll be hoping no handicap from grid number 4 in Heat 3. A very, very fast gaiter, one of the dark horses for this world title. Dave Jessup on the outside wearing yellow and black. On the inside, it's Jan Anderson, first final from the Swindon Robins and Sweden. Next to him, Jan Werner from Czechoslovakia. Jerzy Rembas, the Polish wonder boy, hasn't had much of a season at Leicester in the British League, but always a danger. And Dave Jessup on the outside. Heat number 3. Jessup, of course, a former Wembley rider, knows his way around this Empire Stadium track. We need to get away quickly here because the lads on the inside are rushing to that first corner. It's a good start, and it's into the first corner. Jessup around the outside, and so too there is Rembas. Jessup and Rembas locked down the back straight under our commentary position. Jessup then charges across, chops back onto the line. He leads it. Second place Rembas, and third place is Jan Werner. And Anderson's got a bit of a knock there, and there's out of contention. It's a tight start, but little Dave Jessup now really stretching this field. There he goes, absolutely hurtling around the 5th corner. Here's the distances, and Jessup indeed looks pretty good, but his bike is stopped. Jessup, here is drama in heat number 3 because Jessup a mile in front with it in his pocket, and his bike has stopped, and that is appalling luck. So we've got a new leader, and it's Jerzy Rembas from Poland. Rembas stepping in, taking advantage. He won't look a gift horse like that in the face. Rembas leads it. Second place now is Jan Werner. Third is Anderson, but Rembas is going to win it. Second place there was Werner, third place was Anderson, but everybody here at Wembley will want to commiserate with Dave Jessup. From England, well in front, but the bike gave up the ghost, and that really is a terrible stroke of luck for him. There he is there, just walking back to the pits. What awfully bad luck for Dave Jessup. His heart must be broken, but he still has 4 rides to go, but really he must know his championship chance, for all intents and purposes, is over in just that one moment. Ole Olsen, anti-post favourite for the Golden Jubilee title. This is his first ride. An awful lot of fans from Coventry, where he is the idol and number 1, Ole Olsen, with an average of 11 points up there in the Golf British League, and this is the man he'll be looking for, so will these 92,000 people here at Wembley. The reigning title holder, Ivan Major, 5 times winner of this crown, the oldest man in the field. And that is the full lineup. Heat 4 really looks like being very interesting. Ole Olsen on the inside in red, Ivan Major next to him in blue, John Chipman, Australia's only challenger, and he's no mug, he's in grid 3, and Gordon Kennett on the outside making his bow in world finals, the young captain of White City. Heat number 4, and this one really could settle an awful lot very early. Heat 4. Olsen, Major, Chipman, Kennett, that's how they line up from the inside. The two main contenders, perhaps, in the two inside grids. This start is going to be oh so vital. It's Major who's doing the nudging. He really will have to sit still. Away this time, and it's Major. Major just by a hair's breadth of the corner. Gordon Kennett trying the outside run on him. Olsen's back in third place. Major leads it. Kennett in second place, going hard under him there. Major is locked up on the inside there. Kennett trying to force a hole through on the inside. That's his strength. But now it's Major in front. Kennett in second place. Here he runs over the back of him. Olsen's back in third place. And the world champion isn't going to give up his title as now Olsen goes charging under Kennett. Really, it is getting a bit hairy, and Olsen now chasing after Major. This is a bit more like it. Now Kennett going back under Olsen. Major still in front. He's not going very quickly. And Olsen trying the outside run, and Kennett trying the inside into the pitch corner. Something's got to give here, and it's Ivan Major. Down he goes. Olsen has moved into the front. Kennett's in second place. Major is still down. He's right out onto the pit gate. So is he in danger? The race continues. Olsen goes by. Major's still down. They haven't stopped it. Olsen's going to win it. Olsen wins it. Kennett is second. Way back in third place it was Titman. Major is down. There's the winner. And the drama really coming thick and fast in this Golden Jubilee World Final. Well, there is Major. He's unhurt, but my goodness, his pride must be... Well, the crucial point here was on lap 3 when Gordon Kennett went under Major and Olsen went round the outside. Barry Briggs.
And here we see Ivan in blue helmet in the middle, leading going into the corner. Kennett up the inside and Olsen right round the outside. Ivan's running the race. He's drifted out a little bit because he can see Olsen out of the corner of his eye, but Kennett's up the inside, and this is where it all happens. Ollie's on the outside, Kennett up the inside, and you can see the action now. Kennett just clips Major there, but there's nothing they can do. Olsen on the outside, Major slips out wide and down he goes. But it is a very difficult decision by the steward, but Ivan was down there, and a very difficult decision to whether to stop it or not. I would have thought the steward probably did the right thing by letting it run.
So at the start of Heat 5, Ivan Major, the reigning champion, having protested that he'd been knocked off in his last ride, has protested, but the referee Tor Kittleson has said no go, fair Speedway, and his decision stands. So Major now must surely have lost his world title. We surely must have a new world champion. Unlucky, but Speedway can be a tough old business. So heat number 5, and we've got really the rider who Ivan Major might have felt caused all the trouble last time. That's Gordon Kennett. We have got Ondřej from Czechoslovakia, and on the outside it's Jerzy Rembas, and Rembas in fact won his first race courtesy of some bad luck for Dave Jessup. When Jessup packed up, Rembas stepped in to win. So it's England versus Eastern Europe. On the inside, Kennett, next to him Simmons, then Ondřej, on the outside Jerzy Rembas. And it's Rembas again from the outside, who gets up to the corner. Kennett's on the inside, and Kennett just edges him over there. Simmons now coming hard down the inside line, inside Jerzy Rembas, but Gordon Kennett leads it in heat number 5. Simmons is now in second place, chasing hard, and the Eastern Europeans just slightly out of contention here. And this is Gordon Kennett in his first world final. 25 today is his birthday, and Simmons is under some pressure in second place from Rembas, but Kennett, a hard door rider, gives nothing away. A brilliant inside rider, can find drive on the line in the most magnificent way. Let's just watch him round this pit corner. He's strong, he's burly, he's tough, and he's leading heat number 5. Simmons, Martin Simmons, the England captain, has not looked that convincing. Second place first time out, just really holding on to second place from Rembas. But Gordon Kennett, second place in his first ride, he's going to get 3 points here, and that means he's still in touch with that title. A win for Kennett, 3 points to him, so that's 5 so far, and that's impressive. Second place, Malcolm Simmons, only 2 points there. His title chance really must be slipping away. And Rembas, who flourished just early on there around the first corner, Rembas there in yellow and black just picks up 1 point. So So heat 6 and this one too might have a far-reaching effect on the destination of the 1978 Golden Jubilee World Championship final. Ivan Major on the inside, no score after that controversial incident first time out. He's in red on the inside. Jan Anderson from Sweden in blue, grid 2. And then the two young men with their eyes very much on this title. Scott Autry, most convincing, winning his first ride. He's in white in grid 3. And Michael Lee, England's white hope, on the outside in yellow and black. He won his first ride indeed and looked pretty sharp. So heat number 6 with both Autry and Lee, the unbeaten riders. So again, something's got to give here in heat 6. There's Lee. Major on the inside could command the run up to the first corner, and it could be very, very interesting there. It's a good clean start, and it's Lee from the outside, although he reared in. Autry made a tremendous run to the first corner. Major's on the inside though, and Michael Lee is back in last place. He made a terrible hash of that first corner, so now Major leads it. Autry's in second place and almost came down on the fifth corner. So Major, the old bulldog, isn't finished by a long chalk. Major in front. Autry is in second place and chasing hard after him. Michael Lee, having made a terrible hash of the first corner, is way back in last place as Autry makes his challenge at the inside of Ivan Major. Again, Major seems to be slowing it up. He wants to dictate the pace, but he's got a very hot potato on his back wheel. Scott Autry drifting out to mid-track, locking back on the inside. Now trying the outside row. Into the last lap, and Major has ridden a cagey old racist. Again, Autry tries the outside, and I think he's just about going to squeeze by. But he hasn't, and now he's still going around the outside. He missed the camber, and Major has held him off. Really tremendous Speedway. Ivan Major, having been really controversially brought down in his first ride, showing that the old bulldog still has some teeth. It was a start in first corner when all the questions were asked and answered. Barry Briggs.
Yes, it's a very critical one, Dave. Ivan Major's on the inside of their picture now. They move off. He's fractionally slow. Number 2 in blue, Jan Anderson rears a bit. Major moves into him, pushes him past. Now Scott Autry's right next to him. Now watch this now. Ivan Major goes past the middle of the corner. Michael Lee's right on the outside and going far too wide. Major's got the run on the first corner. Now watch him close the gap on Autry coming out of the corner, and that's a very critical place for Major, and it's a bad lost point for Scott Autry.
So the lineup for heat number 10, and this one really could settle the 1978 World Championship. Dave Jessup on the inside. An impressive win, an engine failure when a mile in front in his first ride, but still just about within clawing distance of a place in the first three. Jessup on the inside, a rider who they really will be watching, because we've got the two co-leaders, two of the three co-leaders at this stage. Ole Olsen in grid 3, he has 5 points. Scott Autry from America has 5 points. Remember, not one unbeaten rider in this championship. We're at heat 10, halfway through, and there's an awful lot on this one, heat 10, and you can almost feel the tension. Those are the two main riders, Olsen in white, Autry in yellow and black. Jessup they'll have to watch for from the inside. The crowd boiling up now. Heat 10. The outside grids have infinitesimally proved to be perhaps the quickest for the line up to the first corner. Heat number 10, such an important one. Once again, it's the outside grids, and it's Olsen who gets to the corner first. In second place is Autry. Jessup is through on the inside of the pair of them, and Jessup banged, drive, and inspiration from somewhere there, and he leads it. In second place, it's Olsen. Autry's back in third place, and we really have a surprise on our hands. Well, Jessup really winning the hearts of the crowd. That's the battle for second place, but Jessup is absolutely tearing them apart here in heat 10. He's going away from Olsen, he's going away from Autry, and now we just must stop, think and wonder. There's the battle for second place. What might have been if Dave Jessop's bike had packed up when he was leading his first ride, because he really is taking apart the two co-favourites for this title. Into the last lap. Oh, he's 30 lengths in front. Olsen going backwards still. Autry, the battle for second place could be decisive again, but Olsen now is stretching away. And this 1978 World Title chase is still wide open. Jessup wins it. Olsen is a long way back in second place. Autry even further back in third place. And, well, who would care to make a safe bet now on who's going to win this Golden Jubilee title?
And now we see the start, and this is such an important first corner. And we have Ollie Olsen on gate number 3 and Scott Autry right against the fence. Now Ollie Olsen has made the start and he's pulling across everybody hard to the line. He's ahead of Jessup, and now as he gets to the middle of the corner, you can see that Ollie is drifting out now to mess up Scott Autry, who he thinks his biggest rival is. And as he drifts out, Dave Jessup has come roaring up the inside. Olsen's misjudged it and he's let Jessup through, and he stopped Autry, but that's a bad point for Ollie to lose on such an important race.
A good win there for Dave Jessup, and with Jerzy Rambas of Poland winning Heat 11 and Ila Turomo Finland Heat 12. The leaders after 3 rides apiece were Gordon Kennett, Michael Lee, Ollie Olsen and Jerzy Rambas, all with 7 points, and Scott Autry, Dave Jessup and Malcolm Simmons, each with 6.
3 riders who still are very much in the hunt for the Golden Jubilee World title contest Heat 13. Jerry Stansel on the inside, 1 point. I think we can disregard him here in Heat 13. Dave Jessup unbeaten on 6 points at an engine failure. He's in grid 2. Ivan Major, the reigning champion, still in touch just about on 5 points. And Malcolm Simmons, the England captain, on the outside. He's from Poole, where he has 3 second places. So Heat 13, they're the 3 that really still have their eyes on the title, taking their time to settle down. Jessup, of course, so unlucky first time out when he broke down while leading, but he's looked immaculate since then. Ivan Major, the reigning champion, well, he had a controversial incident in his first ride, went down in an untidy bundle, but he's back, certainly still in contention. Malcolm Simmons has been steady, but not spectacular. Heat number 13. Major doing the nudging, and away they go this time. And it's Jessup from grid 2 and Simmons from the outside. Jessup almost overshot the corner. Malcolm Simmons leads Heat number 13. Jessup coming down the inside of him here into the pit corner. These 2 Kentish riders, both from the county of Kent, and Jessup slides through on the inside as sweetly as you like. He's leading it. Major is at the back, so that really surely must be the end of his title chances here in 78. But Jessup is still very, very much in the hunt. So David Jessup from Reading Racers, both these riders are near neighbours in the county of Kent. Well, that engine failure first time out really must have been heartbreaking, but he hasn't really showed in the subsequent races. Simmons chasing hard, but Malcolm Simmons also had a bit of heartbreak before the start of this one. He flew his best machine, and he's on a spare bike as Jessup goes very, very wide on that second corner, but he's got a lot of time to play with into the pit corner. Up to the checkered flag, a win for Jessup. He still has his sights on the title. Second place is Simmons, Ivan Major right at the back. So we're going to have a new world champion, whatever. Is it going to be this rider, Dave Jessup? 9 points, and now he has edged into the lead.
And this is a very crucial start for Dave Jessup on gate number 2. He's got Ivan Major on the outside of him, and right on the outside there he's got Malcolm Simmons. Dave's pulled out of the start very, very hard, but Major's coming right down on top of him, but Major's pulled out. He was too far behind, and on the outside's Malcolm Simmons. Dave goes in, he runs a little bit too straight. He just about goes into the back of Malcolm. Malcolm just gets himself clear, a little bit off the line. Dave's turning back very, very hard to come out on the inside of Malcolm, but he didn't get him this corner, and the next corner Dave got past Malcolm. There's Malcolm on one wheel, and Dave gives Dave the initiative, and he goes on for a great, great win in the next corner.
Heat number 14, and the 2 inside riders here still very much in with a chance in this oh-so-wide-open World Championship chase. Scott Autry there from America on the inside, 6 points. Gordon Kennett from England and White City on 7 points. And on the outside, 2 Eastern Europeans, Marek Cieslak from Poland, he's in grid 3 in white. Jan Werner from Czechoslovakia and the Exeter Falcons on the outside, he has 4 points. So, again, a crucial race, heat 14, Autry and Kennett. Way up with the leaders. That's Autry. He's on the inside. That's Kennett. And this is a battle between them in heat 14. And it's Autry who made the jump from the inside, and Kennett did not make a particularly good start, but he's powering around the line to chase after Scott Autry. Autry leads it. Kennett's in second place. In third place, it is Marek Cieslak from Poland. But Autry made a super start, and when he gets in front, doesn't make many mistakes. Gordon Kennett powering hard after him. He really is a tough doer campaigner. In his first world final, gating was not his strong point, but he's a rare battler from the back, and he's closing on Autry in heat number 14. Gordon really turns a bike. Very strong lad from Kent. Chasing hard, trying really everything he knows. Very, very difficult to come from behind at this level. Autry still making his own line. Kennett's right on his back wheel as they go into the last lap. Now Kennett going out, trying the outside run. Hasn't worked. Switching back down the inside run. And Autry really has ridden an immaculate race into the last 2 corners. Scott Autry is just about going to hold on in heat 14. He wins it. Second place, Gordon Kennett. Third, a long way back, Marek Cieslak. But that puts Autry back very much in the running. Well, there we can see the track grader, and it must be said that track conditions here this evening under the direction of Len Silver, the Hackney promoter, really have been superb. Heat number 16 coming up, and once again it's an important one because we have 3 riders in here who a win would put them into the leading position. Heat number 16 has Jerzy Rembas. Now, he really is the surprise packer from Poland. He's on 7 points, picked up a win a bit fortuitously in his first ride. Ole Olsen, the very, very warm anti-post favourite, he has 7 points. He's on the outside here. And this is Michael Lee, the English number 1, the British champion indeed, and he's on 7 points as well. So Rembas, Lee and Olsen are the riders who are looking for a win to put them in front. But Ila Taroma in grid 3 in white there, well, he's worth watching because he beat Gordon Kennett in his last ride. So heat 16 really full of fascinating possibilities. Rembas on the inside. What a surprise he's been. There's Michael Lee, had a disastrous second outing, but apart from that, he's looked very, very quick indeed. In fact, he's broken the track record a couple of times, his times. Very, very quick when he gets in front. Michael Lee. Then we've got Ila Taroma from Finland, who must never be underestimated. He's in grid 3, and on the outside, Ole Olsen. He's been beaten twice, but he still knows that world title is within his grasp. Heat number 16. Again, so very crucial. And the start and first corner, indeed, should be pretty torrid as well. Let's watch heat 16. It's a very even break. And it's Lee, and it's Olsen from the outside. Olsen leads it, made a super start. Lee's in second place. Rembas is back in third. But Olsen really made one of the jet-propelled starts of his life there. And he needed to, and he knew it. And now he's going away in heat 16. Ole Olsen, his 8th world final, a very, very popular character in the Midlands. Denmark's first motorsport world champion. Lee is trying hard to get back on terms. Rembas, well, the bubble has burst a bit. He's back in third place, as you can see, a good way back too. But Olsen stretching away. We've lost the rider in white, Ila Taroma. He's gone down on that first corner. Doesn't look badly hurt. He's out of harm's way there. Surely the referee won't stop it because Lee is making a pretty desperate challenge on Olsen. Here's Olsen. He's aware that Lee is there. They're going past the spot where Taroma fell. There he is. But Olsen really is in command. And this is a very important win for him at this stage. This win, these 3 points, will put him into the lead with 1 race left, and that could be so very important. Oh yes, he pulled out the big one, the win, when he really wanted it. And that one could have a very, very far-reaching effect on the destination of the world title. Ole Olsen looking back at his very best in heat 16.
Yes, Ole never messed around at all on the start. He never rocked, he never moved. He just went exactly when the tapes went, and he looks down. He's not even looking where he's going. He's just going straight across everybody down to the inside. Michael Lee, who's just as important to Lee to win this race. Michael just gets cut off going into the first corner, and Ollie's old enough campaign, and he rides a perfect line round this Wembley first corner, and he doesn't give Michael, number 6, any chance whatsoever. And a great win for Ollie.
The scoreboard after each of the field has completed 4 rides, and Ole Olsen from Denmark moving clearly into the lead. He's on 10 points. Top of the list. Then we have a cluster of riders on second place. Scott Autry, Gordon Kennett, Dave Jessup, Michael Lee on 9 points apiece. And down there, in 6th place, we have Malcolm Simmons and Jersey Rembas on 8. But that means that if Olsen wins his last ride... Heat 17, the race that could win the Golden Jubilee World title for Ole Olsen, being pushed off there in the white helmet colour. Heat 17, and the race that could bring the Golden Jubilee World title to Ole Olsen, twice winner before. After all the drama and the upsets, he has emerged from the pack. A win here will put him absolutely in an untouchable situation. Here's the lineup. His main opposition surely must come from Malcolm Simmons on the inside. He's in the red helmet colour. Marek Szlak from Poland in grid 2. Olsen then looking for 3 points for the Golden Jubilee crown. He's in grid 3, and on the outside it's Jan Andersson from Sweden with 3 points in yellow and black. Heat 17, is it going to be Olsen's title? Away they go, and Olsen again has made a tremendous start. Simmons is in second place. He'll try, so too will Jan Andersson around the outside. But Olsen has made the start, and now really he's just got to keep going to win that crown. Simmons will chase hard, but Simmons is not on his best bike. He'll try his heart out, but my word, this man Ole Olsen takes a bit of catching when he gets up there in fresh air. Olsen stretching away down the back straight. Simmons still going oh so hard, because it's still possible if he can get by an Englishman could win the title, and Simmons gained a bit of ground there. There's Olsen around the pit corner, safely circumnavigating it. Simmons has tried hard, but he's just got a lap to go. 344 metres for Ole Olsen, and that world crown, and the pictures and the noise will surely tell their own story. There it is. Olsen has done it. Ole Olsen, the Great Dane, proving to be one of Speedway's all-time greats. His 3rd win, and he rightly is jubilant. Well, there's his backup team. There's his manager, Pete Adams. There is the boy in the sports jacket, and I'm quite sure when he gets to the pits there'll be the usual traditional reception party. Ole Olsen, the favourite, has won the crown, but we still have got an awful lot of questions to be answered about who finishes 2nd and 3rd. And there, the first man to congratulate him. That's a nice gesture too. Ivan Major, the reigning champion until just a moment ago. Ivan, of course, was Ole Olsen's Svengali in his early days. Olsen is delighted, and who can really blame him? It's worth £100,000 in perks, sponsored, of course, by the Sandy Mirren in association with Volkswagen. There's Jerry Stansel, one of his teammates at Coventry, and he really is getting quite a reception. Heat 19 coming up, and this virtually is the deciding race for 2nd place, because we have 3 riders in it who know that if they win this race, they'll be assured of 2nd place overall. There's Dave Jessup, who's recovered from a disastrous start. On the inside, Anders Michanek, well, he is out of contention for a place, but still could be a spoiler. Dave Jessup in grid 2. Gordon Kennett Grid 3, Michael Lee on the outside. They've all got 9 points. They all know that a win here will make them number 2 overall in the 1978 World Speedway Final. So Heat 19, possibly the hottest race of the year. Here we go, Heat 19. Remember, 3 Englishmen bidding for second place behind Ole Olsen. There's Jessup. He's in Grid 2. Michanek really could be the spoiler here. He could be the apple cart merchant. He'll be on the inside. So Jessup, Kennett, Lee on the 3 outside grid. Who's it to be in Heat 19? From the outside, and in front, in fact, it's Michanek. We thought this might happen. He is leading. Kennett's in second place. Jessup's in third, and Michael Lee is at the back. So it's Michanek leading the field here in heat number 19. Gordon Kennett trying to squeeze through on the inside. Jessup's in third place. Here comes Gordon Kennett through on the inside of Michanek. He's gone through and left a hole big enough for Dave Jessup to slip through as well. So it's Gordon Kennett up into the lead. Dave Jessup hard after him now in second place. Michael Lee is at the back. He surely is out of it now. But it's these 2 lads. They started racing together with the Kent Youth Motorcycle Club when they were schoolboys. They joined Eastbourne together and rode in the second division as teammates, but it's going to be Gordon Kennett stretching away Jessup when he really needed to make a good start, missed out, and we're going to have Gordon Kennett to win Heat 19 surely, unless he does something very, very silly. The English crowd will love this. It is a surprise, perhaps the least fancied of all the Englishmen, but it's Kennett for second place. Gordon Kennett has been a tremendous competitor all night. He's got it amongst the boys. He's been willing to mix it. And second place is a surprise. But my word, it's really justified. Gordon Kennett turning out to be England's best and number 2 behind Ole Olsen in this Golden Jubilee World Final.
So a very creditable second place in his first World Championship final for Gordon Kennett, just 1 point behind the new world champion Ole Olsen, adding to his title wins in 71 and 75. And in third place, following a run-off with Dave Jessup and Josie Rambas, the American Scott Autry.
Ole Olsen, congratulations, you're the Golden Jubilee World Champion. But honestly, did you ever think it was in doubt?
Yes, all the time. I've been thinking that for 2 months now, Dave, but it is just great that it came off towards the end. I had a bit of bike trouble early on. I wasn't sure if it was me riding bad or my bike wasn't going correctly in the first 3 races. So I knew everything was on the line in that last heat 16 with Lee and Rembrandt. So I thought the only thing we could do was switch to the other one to be sure. And I then realized that there's been something wrong with the bike that I had before, and I was very pleased with the last 2 races, and it was just tremendous to win it, Dave.
Ole, how are you going to celebrate?
Well, we're celebrating already. We got the champagne here going, and I can't tell you, there'll be celebrations it has to be 6 months.
Ole, it sounds as though it hasn't really sunk in yet.
Well, not quite, but one thing that I'm very pleased about, a lot of people said that this World Final looked very easy. Believe me, Dave, this is the hardest World Final I've been in. And I think these World Championships are getting harder and harder every year, so I'm glad that I've added another one to mine this year.
Ole, our congratulations. Very well done.
Thank you, Dave.